I'm reminded of the round tables that we held with people leads from all different types of organisations, public, private sector, big, small. And this was one of the biggest challenges they mentioned. How do we ensure that the policy can be applied consistently and fairly, yet recognise the individual needs of people at various stages in their life? For example, if a child is struggling, how do we then as an organisation adapt to that and apply the policies to meet the specific needs of that individual?
And it's probably worth thinking about policy in terms of a set of guardrails, so that there are so many different circumstances which cannot possibly be covered by all the policy. And it's worthwhile knowing that as the manager sits at the front line, has all the information that they have. And as long as you're staying within the guardrails, using common sense is really the way to go. So again, listening to what is going on for that employee, what is it that you can and can't do. And the manager often has the empowerment, or can take the empowerment, to actually make sensible decisions on behalf of that employee. Yeah. Probably one last thing to mention, which is setting precedents. This is a question that comes up quite a lot. So if I decide for this employee that they can come in late 3 days a week, does that open the floodgates for every employee?
Yeah. And it can be hard because you might not want to disclose more widely in the team what's going on. The person who you are making those adjustments for might not want other team members perhaps to be aware of what's happening. So I think what we're saying, it is hard. It is hard, but empowering managers to do the right thing, having a culture where they can use their common sense. So yes, within those guardrails, they can use common sense to do the right thing, is the most important thing.
And quite often in the policies, there'll be a line in there that says that every individual circumstance will be looked at in its own merit. And that's quite a useful thing to have in there, because then it does give that balance. It creates that balance between the needs of the organisation, the needs of the employee, and not setting precedents when you haven't intended to.